Hello, Warriors. I hope everyone did okay through the Fed. Was a surprise. Hi, Mike. It's 11 a.m. EST. It's time for you and me. How are you?
Okay, thanks for asking.
All right. So this is what I consider to be the biggest event, even though the Fed was, basically grinchy. I tell you, the guy's bipolar. He was like generous Bob on Christmas,
Join the
and
bipolar club. Join the
yeah,
club.
he is. He doesn't know if he wants to be Volcker or Arthur Burns. He's probably a composite, depending upon what the market's doing. But you know, um, we had a lot of strength, right? A blow off in equities, tech exploding. The money center banks were great longs, okay, but look at all that equity and stock strength that it took just to get the KRE look left traders back to what was old support and a major breakdown. And this is an ugly candle. I talked to someone Monday who said the emergency facility that they put in for SVB down here, that they were starting to borrow from it again. And that was a few days before that bank in New York failed. This is important long term because if we don't hold 44 and then take out 52 and we're headed to new lows, I'm not saying it's going to make the market fall apart, but it's not really a healthy thing for the financial system. Even money center banks put in kind of a negative day yesterday. I think there'll be a pullback to buy, but I wouldn't be buying regionals. Okay. City, and I think we talked about Wells being kind of funky the last few days. They all put in pretty good reversal days yesterday. And my takeaway now is after what happened in the market, Mike, is you have to pay attention now to the MAG 7 that, say, for example, S&Ps can regather and make new highs, trade towards 5,000. It's going to be important to see which stocks go with it. They're all maybe
Amazon's tonight. So
Amazon and
as this,
Apple.
yeah. So you have a lot of stocks still hitting highs as the market's pulling back, and they're stocks that are breaking highs. Their relative strength are actually backing up as the rest of the market rotates. So be careful. SMCI is a perfect example.
Okay,
Making
well,
new highs right now.
all I know is S&Ps were down 60 yesterday,
Hmm.
and today's recovery, and that's a lot of stock. It's a pretty broad index.
Yeah, it
I'm
was.
sure you can always find exceptions,
Oh yeah,
but the action in the S&Ps is not great today
I
after
appreciate that.
yesterday's debacle. And tomorrow we have NFP. So anyway, I think that what really surprised me was how yields dropped. I was wrong about that. Um, he was said we're not going to ease. We're not even looking towards March, and yields collapsed, which normally would have sent the dollar lower, and it didn't. The dollar was actually steadied up yesterday, but I'm taking a shot at the re-entering the short side of the dollar. I think we're going here. Okay, that'll probably support the gold and silver, but I think it's a major buy down here. Sometime this month. So I think that's about it. I think the regional banks are a problem. I think the dollar has maybe one more breather, but I could get run over tomorrow with the NFP if it's a strong number. But I'm thinking that the dollar plays catch up to yields and we pull back here. Miners are getting a little bit of a pop, but I was tempted, but I
Right.
haven't buyed them. I haven't buyed them. I didn't buy them yet. It looks like they could pop with this weaker dollar. Um, I'm not sure it's going to be a major bottom. This doesn't look like a kind of thing that's a major bottom to me. But there are heartbeats. This doesn't look like it's a bottom. B2 gold, but some of the small ones that we're looking at. So I know that EXK is only up 7 cents, but that's 5%. So actually, I'd like to see this rally and the one that was taking calls, I don't know, 3, 4 weeks ago,
Mhm.
SSRM is up 16 cents. Be nice to see it rally a little bit.
It
And,
would.
and then then make one more low. It
Okay.
wouldn't. That wouldn't be nice. And then buy them. So I'm still not convinced that the bell has rung there. I noticed, Mike, you talked about nat gas reversing. It certainly
Did
did.
bring it up.
And I'm
I did
going.
bring it up in the room.
Yeah, you brought it up in the room,
Oh, yeah.
and here it is. It's at 203. So we have to get through 210. All right. So you know, bottoming is a process. This was the
So is
first
topping.
divergence. So is life. And I'm looking for one more. We probably get one more low, but I'd buy it because this will not be the first time we've diverged. It'll be the second time. So we'll see. I'm still not giving up on the fact that I'm looking for a bottom here. So take it away. How'd you handle the Fed yesterday, man? I'm giving you the
Jesus, how can
charts.
I handle it? God forbid. That was feels like it was when Clinton was in office
What?
yesterday. Considering what's going on today, uh, how did I handle it? I sold. I was just actively trading like this. Like I said, I this is I don't even I blocked I'm blocking everything out.
Yeah.
Opinions are mostly wrong. Markets aren't. So that's what I'm doing. What am I doing today? I was posting all morning. I implore everybody to go back in the room. SMCI is hanging there. AFRM was a short that broke below because the bank. Look at this. First of all, the market's weak. New York City Bank Corp is a larger situation. That looks like there's a bank that looks like it's going to go out again.
Yeah. Yeah.
WAL is following. Valley National is following.
Yeah.
The bigger banks tried to hold on, but now they gave it up after all those calls. And God forbid, all those
Yeah.
calls that were going on in Bank of America and everything, these are unwinding now. So people got caught offside.
Right.
Uh, and
So
that brought
maybe KRE goes down even further, and the last chart you had up pulls back to 30. I think that was Bank of America. I don't know. I guess it
yeah,
was.
it was.
Yeah, there you go. It was B. Yeah,
And the AFRM was a clear short on any type of credit crisis. Same with Shopify, since I was shorting since yesterday, although that just broke short term. I didn't think I'd be getting that much out of it, but the rotation and it just happened to make sense because of the bank situation. CCJ, there you go. Opened up like $4, broke a new
we
high
talked
today.
about the bull flag on Tuesday
Yeah, we talked about it
and
in
all the
length.
uraniums. Yeah,
All right, coin I shorted well. I covered the majority of it.
yeah. We talked about
What else
Bitcoin
am I in?
having another wave lower Tuesday.
Run stocks like Solars. Look at the run, the move in this thing. Positive to negative, the positive to negative. Even SEDG. I thought I was a piker selling this thing at like 69 or 70. I sold it at where? Like 69.90. Went to 70. Now it's 67. Same with the other ones. Where's a run? This morning, the high on run, 16.
So you were fading strength this morning after
Well, I
yesterday.
said, I just go in the room. I said the market was just go, yeah. Hold on a second. I mean, it's not. I just don't want my efforts. Not that saying it is to go in vain. I was just trading a lot of
Unappreciated,
relatives. What's that?
unappreciated, unappreciated.
No, it's fine with that. My appreciation is the money I make, and for the higher the people that know that I'm trading. Hold on, new share. Here's the room TGH, and I was saying it right now. No extreme buying yet, mostly short covering. That was a Mike V note. That was like an hour ago before the market was up. And I said, Mike V note, I was right. So out to bid all coin, 124.88. Look at the low there. Royal Cruise Line, major reversal. I'm still short A&F, working nicely. Hold on. Credit issue with Bankit, AFF. I was short Shopify since yesterday. And I kept saying NYCB is a big deal an hour ago. Intel, AMD, Tesla red. They still are. AFMR hit hard. It was down another 8% from there. Mike V note. I am short. Coin AMF. No extreme. Hold on. This is what I wanted to say though. Uh, when the market was breaking higher, my shorts were acting appropriately, and I added to them. That was all. Uh,
Okay, so
Hold on a
you know
second.
that story I talked about, the Intel downgrade from last week? It meant something, didn't it?
Yeah, it meant something. It's still breaking lower.
Well, I mean, it was a signal in 2000 for the rest of the market selling off. The downgrade in Intel led it in the dot-com era. So we'll see if it's, we're only going to know how significant it is a few months from now, you know. So, but it certainly warned of the market being vulnerable for a sell-off.
Well, look at Shopify.
Pretty good content.
Well, Tesla, here you go, Tesla. Now it's break. Now this,
Oh,
look,
what a surprise! Yeah, Tesla's going to
now it's got a bear
150.
flag. Now it's working on a bear flag. I mean, he tried. I mean, listen, for somebody who tried to pick the proverbial bottom that day, which I get,
Well, they could average out at 150.
179, it popped to 197.
Mm-hmm. They could buy more at 150.
Well, I'm saying is if you have it there, you're selling it. You said, okay, I tried.
Yeah,
Target got an upgrade to conviction buy list to Goldman Sachs.
that
At
looks
this,
okay.
well, it's all up $1.80. Normally, if it got it, the bullish market would be up 10.
Yeah, okay.
Gold's acting well. Newmont.
Yeah,
Now it's acting well around the bottom, if you will. It's got a little
yeah.
gap to work off in. Uh, a lot of
Did you get long Newmont again?
I'm long FCX again, but I am long Newmont in my fund, but not in the not
Well, I
active.
thought you sold it yesterday, but
Which
that
one?
was just a scalp Newmont. You said you
No,
sold it
actually,
on the
on
opening.
Tuesday. On
Oh,
Tuesday.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
So you trade off a core position. So you hold a long Newmont core position, and
I don't
you
look
know,
at. I'm in Newmont and I am in GOLD. Those are my core positions.
okay, but you trade around them, or you wouldn't be selling
The
ever.
ones I'm in. No, the ones I'm right now is I'm in FCX is my active one.
Okay,
I have
that
a bunch.
doesn't look so good.
Okay, noted.
All right.
It doesn't. Okay, so going forward, we have Amazon, Meta. We have a lot of earnings tonight. This keep an eye on this. Valley National and New York City Bancorp for any hangover. I'm starting to nibble on a little bit of oils. As I said, Meta has earnings. SMCI still is making a new high. I get it. There's always a place to turn, which is why the VIX probably didn't follow through that much. There's a lot of volatility. That's all what do you want me to say?
Yeah.
I traded that LI well. I gave it to everybody yesterday, very cheap. That was up again. If you noted in the room, do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Okay. That went from 27 to 30 in about 8 minutes. NXT, I came in long. Right now, I'm short ANF. That's not working. GDX is breaking higher. CCJ is kind of hanging in there. Needs a little bit of rest. Let's see what happens. That's all.
Yeah. Well, if my dollar call is right, Newmont should have, you know, a few more at least up days in it, and maybe it's a bottom. The only thing that keeps me patient is, and maybe I'll be proved dead wrong, is that I don't think the dollar has peaked. I think that the dollar has been respectable, especially with yields dropping the way they did. But at the same time, I'm thinking it could come off again here. So that should be supported for the metals.
A note in my fund here. I said I was long what? GOLD, 14,000 shares. Newmont Mining, 8,200 shares, just for anybody's edification. Uh, there it is. Like I said. So FCX, I'm long actively and not looking that good, but I'm still trying to hang in a rotation. Maybe gold picks up. I'm not married to it. I only have 3,000 shares. If you can look at my screen, hold on a second. Positions, settings. What do I have? Like 3,000 shares. I have 4,000 shares from 39.97. I'm down 20 cents as it hits the 50-day. I'm okay. I'm having $20,000 swings. Another thing. I'm only long 4,000, down 10 cents, 20 cents, so I can move on. So anyway, it's very active, and I'm waiting for earnings. I'm waiting for option flow. to come and after everything takes somewhat of a reset, there's always something to do, and that's why the VIX is steady. There are a lot of inside days. A lot of stocks had very, very big range, a lot of huge ranges yesterday, and a
Yeah.
lot of them are inside those ranges. Just take note of the ranges, and if they're outside them, trade them. If stocks are breaking new lows, that's probably what you need or what you want to do. But there's always something to do.
Okay. And going into, NFP tomorrow, that's going to be a pretty important number. Following up on the Fed, we'll see what happens there. I'm not sure as uranium's follow through to the upside, but what else were we covering? You want to show
Natural
like the
gas,
you want to show
UEC,
okay, yeah, nat gas.
Boeing, some airlines, nothing really, coach. That's about it. I mean, you don't trade a lot of these, second tier and ancillary tech stocks, which I understand. That's why you're so good at your macro pictures, and I'm not.
But
Uh,
you did say that you're going to wait 2-3 days to evaluate option flow before you get real serious. So I'm assuming you're probing things right now. You're
well,
just scalping.
as you saw the main fund right there, I'm long VIX. What am I
Yeah,
long? NEM, GOLD. I'm long a little this AI. I'm long some 3M. I'm long some QS. These are all little testers. There's nothing. I mean,
yeah,
if you really look closely, there's a tenth of my line out there at the moment,
got
long
it.
term. So
Could I see AI? Could we see AI?
sure.
Hmm.
And I'm long it from 2472. And that's a long-term play. This is, years. If it
Okay,
breaks down, fine. But it is
looks
what
like
it
it
is.
wants to.
Probably will. But like I said, I have 4,000 shares. I'm not suffocated
Yeah,
by it. Not like I mentioned.
I'm wondering if we're going to look back in a year or so and come up with the conclusion that just like .com lit up everything in 2000 before Intel's downgrade, that AI did the same thing here
I
in 2022,
Coach,
23.
I hope that stock AI goes to 10.
Okay.
Trust a couple of things. First, I'll be out of it. B, I'll get out of all my VIX that I'm down in. And that means our VIX will go to 20, 30, and 40. And then
Yeah.
I can look at some 9 or 10 figure properties.
Okay. All right. So what I'm looking for is I'd like to see the market dig in its heels here and rally to above the high that we had. And then I'm going to go through my menu and see what stocks are not making new highs with the market, and they'll be short candidates for me
Absolutely. That's
for
what
a trade.
that's how I learned.
Yeah. So
Relative weakness.
maybe Apple's earnings, maybe it rallies back to 92. We went from what 96 to 84 in a week. So I'll be looking for a sell on a rally there too. Yeah, it almost got all the way back to the 200-day in a week. So
It's making so many big V moves in such a
yeah,
short period of time. It's amazing.
yeah. What's that kind of? What's the message of that for a veteran when it's you see a market making these?
Nobody knows anyway. Nobody really knows.
That's it. That nobody need uncertainty in the market. I mean, we're
I
getting
mean,
upgrades, we're getting downgrades. The
the
last
best thing
low. Go
this
ahead.
shows me is for technical traders. It's sold the 200-day. That's the holy grail.
That is underneath it. We're gonna take those 168 lows out, in my view, trade towards 160.
Wouldn't you
So,
say that the relative strength is so, I mean, it's so,
yeah,
I don't know. You
look
know
at,
what?
what's
I
this,
don't
a
know.
daily? Put up a weekly and take a look at that relative strength. So when we made a new high, what was it, 5 weeks ago at 198? Look at what that relative strength was. Is that, look at
I
how
don't,
much lower it was.
yeah, I agree.
That's what
Listen,
anyway, was
this,
glaring weekly divergence.
no, noted. And,
That does
I'm just
not
going to
hold.
trade the range. I don't know. And sometimes I take binary moves, but I don't want to. There's enough going on right now where I don't have to. FCX. Newmont. So some stocks are breaking. Newmont's breaking high. FCX, I had my chance to get out and lose 10 cents.
I think when you're flashing around different pages that there might have been some news on that, the U.S. has decided what to do militarily against that drone attack that killed 3 servicemen. So, and I don't think it's just going to be a one-day strike. They're talking about some type of campaign that'll last a little longer. So,
Well, this sticks in my mind, Coach. Bottom line is this, and like I said, it's
yeah,
not. I don't put a lot of credence like stocks making ahead, 6 weeks highs, or the bond market is breaking a 2-week high. It says the U.S. Treasury 5 yield falls to the lowest since June. Now, a lot's happened, so I got to keep. That's a long. That's for me. That's a large sample size. And if that's good, if we're going back to watching the bond, that's what we'll do.
okay, I think it's important too. So, in fact, it kind of makes the Fed look irrelevant. So, I mean, they still have their discount rate up there at 5, and the market doesn't care. So he said he was going to stay, not eased, but the market eased, right? I mean, so does it matter what he says? The market eased after his announcement.
That's fair, and that bodes the question: is he lead is he's letting the market lead his decisions?
Yeah, well, whatever he's saying, the market has a mind of its own, and it's saying,
Correct.
or
That's
they're saying, you know what, Jerome, you're making a mistake. You should be easing right now because we already see economic weakness, and that's why they're going into bonds.
okay. That's fair.
So it's one or the other.
It is one or the other. It's
Yeah,
almost binary again.
yeah. What isn't?
True.
Huh?
If it's not up, it's down. That's right.
P and L's are binary.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
I will leave it there. Be in the room. And listen, important earnings to come out.
Yeah.
Market's more volatile. Starts with smaller size. Narrow down your universe. Don't have FOMO. There's good money to be made, and you can't catch everything. If it's a winner, concentrate on it and add to it. That's all I'm saying. I'm
You know,
just
if you miss trades, you know what I have to say? Get used to it.
SMCI just
Everyone
broke high
does.
again.
Now it's coming off. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's
Market's
do.
heavy, man, right now. We'll see.
Yeah, I
Tomorrow's
agree.
a big day too. Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, earnings have not helped the market this week, and the Fed didn't help the market this week. So, no wonder, right?
I'm long this little flyer, LAES. It's that like 80% short. I might
What
buy a little bit more of this thing. Keep an eye
what
on
is
it.
it?
I have no idea. Could care less. All I know is it's got range. It's 78% float short,
Yeah.
and it's breaking out, and it looks good.
All
I
right.
don't.
Cool.
I actually don't know what
How
it is.
did that pop up for you on your screen? How did it pop up?
Option flow. Believe it or not,
All
very
right.
rarely do I see cheap stocks with option flow,
All
and
right.
that's why it's like yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean, again, the value of option flow is not only giving you a tell on direction, it can give you a tell on something that you would never pay attention to that you should start paying attention to. Really a valuable tool that you're teaching people to use, Mike.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm not looking for two. I'm not. It's not in my universe to really do that. MU breaking down. Coach, listen, I get it. Like this is a stock that you should be short. MU was breaking yesterday's low with all the range. It wasn't even that
Yeah.
short to be. It was strong to begin with yesterday.
Yeah.
That's one I would consider.
Okay. Well, I mean, you made a call on an AMD Tuesday, said AMD looked like a short. That was a short.
Yeah, I
I
was told.
tweeted about it.
That's valuated at TradeGATEHub. That wasn't my call. It was me having 30 years experience of people who are a lot wealthier and successful than me that humble me and give me some good advice still.
Okay.
And I need it.
Great. You called it out.
Yeah,
So
well, okay.
anyway, nice trading, two-sided action here for a little while. Maybe the one-way street is over for a few weeks. So we'll see. If I'm right about lower dollar, that you would think that the market that should support the
I
market.
thought the market would be spooked more, coach, but you know
Yeah.
what? It spooked. It seems like they short when they're lower and they buy when they're higher. It's just that the way it works. If they were down 400, they'd be shorting more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what do you have? You have gold up $23 now. They must
Yeah.
have announced some type of military plans. Anyway,
IWM,
Middle
by
East
the
is,
way, be
huh?
careful at its 50-day. The
Yeah,
Russell,
well, that KRE is a part of it.
exactly. And I know that you would have, I knew that was coming. So keep an eye. There's always places to hide.
Yeah, buy it at 185. Could be as
Probably.
early as next week.
I wouldn't shoot, right. AT&T was on the high today. That
Oh,
gives you an example of what's going on. You know, in AT&T, even Hershey's starting to look good. Hershey's on my list.
that
General
looks
Mills
good.
is on
That
my
does look
list.
good. All the defensive names.
Right. Philip Morris. I said all these calls are going
Get me
off.
a carton.
Look at Philip Morris right here. Get
Yeah.
me a card and bleep. I'll join. Join.
All right.
Philip Morris is having a day. That says, it says enough. I don't know if, and I don't, enough. I don't know. It's enough said.
I just want to show one chart, Mike,
You
before
want
we
me to
say
share?
goodbye. Yeah, I just want to show one chart for the precious metal bulls, the silver bulls, what they need. And since you're involved and you're buying the right stuff, gold's acting better than silver, right? As expressed by the gold silver ratio. I just want to show it to people.
Maybe that SSRM does have life.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe I
All
should move
right.
the
And
needle in
this
it.
is fading, not right now. Okay. Here's the daily. We talked about this. Let me go to the weekly. That's too small. Let's go to the daily. And then we'll say goodbye. So we had this resistance here at the ballpark, 87.50 forever, right? Forever. And we finally had a breakout. And this was, silver underperforming gold. And we held the breakout here one more time, but look, we're failing. We're putting in another candle. If we get under 87 and a quarter in the gold silver ratio, that's a green light that silver now becomes your preferred long over gold. So this is an important thing for people to pay attention to that are looking for silver to be the star of the show. And
Coach, can I bring you? Actually, I want more of an opinion. There's a silver stock that has been acting very, very, very well, and I don't know if you can punch it up. And I'm going to do it. GATO. Maybe you've heard of it.
I never did. GATO,
Yep.
Gato Silver.
I should be long this thing, and I just had a print from what I learned from how I grew up.
Yeah,
Stretch it out.
yeah, that's a long
It's
base.
acting better than most of them.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And
That's a
it's
good
taking
eye.
option calls. That's how I came. I listen. I'm not that smart.
Well, I mean, yeah, compared to the way some of the other, silver stocks are acting, it's acting great. I mean, before today, you had, stocks like AG, look, scraping the lows, trying to hold. Okay, SILJ doesn't look as good as that one does, although it's a higher low we're putting in right here. But anyway, yeah, nice look. So you're long already. The jet fuel will come on. Oh, look, my dollar short's working, so that's part of it too. All
Bravo.
right.
Good call.
Yeah. All right. So Euro is leading the way. We'll see if we get down to 102. What a
Well,
great show. What a
Europe is
great,
closing shortly. I think that's going to be important. I'm not going to lie. I
what
don't
a
say it
great
often.
show we had today.
Yeah.
If I have to say so myself.
Well, listen, we took just talking business, coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of value added in here, Mike. I know someone will write under the video promoism, whatever the hell that is. What are we promoting? Knowledge? Huh? So anyway, that we get a lot of people that go, I don't know, PROMOSM, like we're hucksters. And the only thing we're, promoting
Hucksters.
is ideas.
I'll take being
So
called a huckster. I've been called a
yeah.
lot worse than a huckster. Usually replace the H with an F.
You're the best, bro. All
Uh,
right, so
all
that's
right,
it for
dollar at the GLD, silver at the highs,
yeah.
crude off the lows. Uh, it's in the middle of the day here, and we have a lot of earnings that have to still be digested, and even going forward, Amazon and Meta. So
Oh, and here's the VIX. If it gets over this moving average, which is 15, it's on its way.
I
So
agree.
you could show it a little easier with the daily, but we're threatening here. And I've been talking about S&P successive higher highs, higher highs, higher highs. VIX higher low, higher low, higher low. We got through this moving average. That's a warning sign above 15 for anyone that wants a calm, complacent market. Adios, bro.
Cheers, everyone. Have a plan. Be in the room. You don't get unless you ask, and we'll see you afterwards. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Cheers.